Some viruses persist in vivo by ceasing to replicate until immunity wanes. Viruses usually betray their presence to the immune system once they have entered cells by directing the synthesis of viral proteins, fragments of which are displayed on the surface MHC molecules of the infected cell, where they are detected by T lymphocytes. To replicate, a virus must make viral proteins, and rapidly replicating viruses that produce acute viral illnesses are therefore readily detected by T cells, which normally control them. Some viruses, however, can enter a state known as latency, in which the virus is not being replicated. In the latent state, the virus does not cause disease, but because there are no viral peptides to flag its presence, the virus cannot be eliminated. Such latent infections can be reactivated, and this results in recurrent illness. Herpes viruses often enter latency. Herpes simplex virus, the cause of cold sores, infects epithelia and spreads to sensory neurons serving the area of infection. After an effective immune response controls the epithelial infection, the virus persists in a latent state in the sensory neurons. Factors such as sunlight, bacterial infection, or hormonal changes reactivate the virus, which then travels down the axons of the sensory neuron and reinfects the epithelial tissues. At this point, the immune response again becomes active and controls the local infection by killing the epithelial cells, producing a new sore. This cycle can be repeated many times. There are two reasons why the sensory neuron remains infected. First, the virus is quiescent in the nerve, and therefore few viral proteins are produced, generating few virus-derived peptides to present on MHC class I. Second, neurons carry very low levels of MHC class I molecules, which makes it harder for CD8 T cells to recognize infected neurons and attack them. This low level of MHC class I expression might be beneficial, as it reduces the risk that neurons, which regenerate very slowly, if at all, will be attacked inappropriately by CD8 T cells. It also makes neurons unusually vulnerable to persistent infections. Another example of this is provided by herpes zoster, the virus that causes chickenpox. This virus remains latent in one or a few dorsal root ganglia after the acute illness is over and can be reactivated by stress or immunosuppression to spread down the nerve and reinfect the skin. The reinfection causes the reappearance of the classic rash of varicella in the area of skin served by the infected dorsal root, a disease commonly called shingles. Herpes simplex reactivation is frequent, but herpes zoster usually reactivates only once in a lifetime in an immunocompetent host. And that's some viruses persist in vivo by ceasing to replicate until immunity wanes. Have a great day.